Well, this week's Monday meditation, we're going to wrap up by reading Psalm 95 here the month of September, and I trust it'll be an encouragement to you as you begin your week. O come, let us sing to the Lord. Let us make a joyful noise to the rock of our salvation. Let us come into his presence with thanksgiving. Let us make a joyful noise to him with songs of praise. For the Lord is a great God and a great King above all gods. In his hand are the depths of the earth. The heights of the mountains are his also. The sea is his, for he made it, and his hands formed the dry land. O come, let us worship and bow down. Let us kneel before the Lord our Maker. For he is God, and we are the people of his pasture, and the sheep of his hand. Today, if you hear his voice, do not harden your heart as at Meribah, as on the day of Massah in the wilderness, when your fathers put me to the test and put me to the proof, though they had seen my work. For 40 years I loathed that generation and said, they are a people who go astray in their heart, and they have not known my ways. Therefore I swore in my wrath, they shall not enter my rest. So this psalm, you could divide it up, really verses 1 through 7 are the positive praise, affirming that God is God through creation, through his care for his people, Israel in particular in this passage. And then the latter half of the psalm, basically from verse 8 to verse 11, it's reflecting upon how the nation of Israel hardened their heart. Even though they knew that God was God, they knew that he was a rock, a place of salvation, they knew that he was their shepherd and was caring for them, they hardened their heart. They would not follow him, and as a result, the psalm ends with kind of a solemn warning where it says, therefore I swore in my wrath, they shall not enter my rest. And that generation that wandered around the wilderness for 40 years did not enter the rest. It didn't happen. They died in the wilderness because they would not acknowledge God as God and the Lord as King. And in our lives, so often we know what God can do for us. We know of his blessings. We've experienced them, just like the nation of Israel experienced those blessings in the wilderness. But yet we harden our hearts to a relationship with him, and we don't hear his voice. And then a lot of times what transpires is we rob ourselves of the blessings of rest that God would give to us if we would just not only acknowledge truths about him, but follow him faithfully. The nation of Israel failed to do that, and it's my prayer that we'll heed that psalm, that we won't harden our hearts, but we'll hear his voice. So this week, sing a joyful noise to the Lord. Sing praises to him. He is the rock of your salvation. If you know Christ is your Savior, you belong to him. He is the good shepherd that wants to care for you. Don't harden your heart to his voice. Follow him and enter into his rest. Have a great week. God bless.